Makes a gorgeous thumbnail, don't it? What is happening, my friends? Birdman316 here again. I'm sure everyone knows what this is. One humbucker. Tail bridge. Easing on up. We're just going to take a look at this section. We know what shape that is. We can't just call it a shape because it is the real thing, because there we go. There's a little goop on the top of the headstock there. I probably need to get some goo going and get that off of there. I've been adjusting the truss rod. That's why the cover is missing for now. Yep. My latest acquisition from the local pawn shop here. I traded a couple of Strat style guitars and some money for this right y'all. It's a Epiphone Les Paul Jr. Humbucker edition. I've tried before to place a dog-eared P90 there, but right there where the scratch guard curves right there, it bumps into it all over the place. So I'm not going to worry about it. It's okay. Not a problem. This humbucker here, I'm guessing this probably a 16.5 to a 17K, because I have another Les Paul Jr. in the Tobacco Burst, which is like a 17K. It's got the original humbucker in it. But I got another one I won off of the Goodwill auctions for like 63 bucks. I changed the pickup from something like this to, Guitar Fetish calls it a Surf 90, but it's actually a clone of a Dynasonic. Had to do just a little bit of, wood whittling here on the back and right there on the front to make that covered humbucker size pickup fit. Of course, I'm not going to have to do that with this one because I'll be putting another humbucker in here. But I'm very, very seriously thinking about coil splitting that puppy. You got your volume in one tone right there. So I can have the whole humbucker if I want it, or the front coil, or the back coil. Be like having 3 pickups in one. And have a secret switch on the back of this panel. Let's get up under here and look. There we go. That panel right there. Hopefully there's enough room under there. If it gets really cramped in there, I'll just put a piece of foam in there or a piece of paper. That way no wires will be touching and shorting anything out, grounding out or whatever. So there you go. The strings on this one are absolute worn out garbage, rubbish. But what we're going to do, we're going to get a play. This still plays. It plays fine. It sounds great even though the strings are but we're going to document this and get some sounders with it before we go tearing it down. 8 pounds 3 ounces, or 3.72 kilograms. Hey, what's happening, guys? You see how small that amp is? It's sitting between 2 totes and sitting on top of a couple of other totes. This is a little amp that came with the Garrett Les Paul style guitar. And right there is the JHS Hall Reverb. I got it going into that amp right there. And you'll hear with a few guitars I'll be playing through there. You'll see one here in a minute. I just wanted to show you guys my setup right quick before I get started. So I'll see you in a little bit. Hey guys, this here is the Epiphone Les Paul Jr. that I just picked up the other day. Traded a couple of Strat style guitars and a little bit of money for this, but this is how I see it. Two people are going to be getting a couple of nice guitars, Strat style guitars. One of them is the Garrett Strat and the other is the Donner, I think it's a Donner DST200, I believe. Both of them were in perfect shape, just like brand new. Two people are going to be happy for Christmas this year. Yep. And I'm happy with this. Hey, alright. Anyway guys, that was just a little set we heard just at the beginning here. Got the amp set on clean and we got the JHS reverb going through it. Volume and tone both on 10. I just wanted to show you guys that single pickup guitars are nice. Now, a funny story, the guy at the pawn shop says, I can't understand why this thing hung on the wall for so long. No one wouldn't even look at it. I don't understand. I said, well, some people don't like single pickup guitars. They say, well, single pickup guitar ain't no good because you only got one pickup. Well, hey, that enabled me to get it right. If they didn't want it, so hey, I'll take it. They say that it makes you a better guitar player because you're forced to play with these. And I'll demonstrate that in this film here. Here we go. Enough jabber-jawing. We're in clean tone. Now, these strings are garbage. They're just... Hear how dead that sounds? I just had to play around a little bit. But anyway, these strings are pretty bad. But for the sake of this demonstration, it'll be okay. It'll be okay. Here we go, guys. Let's get a few little demonstrations. We only got one pickup. We don't have to worry about, you know. That's the wrong one, guys. Okay. Those were on 10. The clean, there's no overdrive going on right now. Let's try something else here. Let's see. I don't know what chord this is, but it sounds cool. And let's roll back the tone a little bit. Let's roll it back about halfway. Let's see what happens. Roll it back a little more. Here we go. Get about right here, about 3, 4. Let's roll the volume back some, shall we? It doesn't really do a whole lot with the clean, but once you hit the overdrive, let's put everything back on 10 and let's turn the overdrive on. This little amp here Now check this out. The overdrive itself, the knob is all the way back, all the way. You can't turn it anymore to the left. Still drives. This pickup here is probably 16.5 to maybe a 17 because I have another Junior that has a pickup in like this, and it is a 17. And there's another one I put a Dynasonic clone in, which I took this style pickup out. It's like a 16.9. So I'm guessing this is anywhere between 16.5 to say 17K. Everything's on 10 now. The overdrive dial is all the way back, and still you get a Now we can hear some difference here. Check this out. Move the volume back and clean it up some. Starting to drive a little bit again. Let's bring the tone back some. Bring it back to about 5. We're going to tone up a little bit more. Let's bring the volume up and turn the tone all the way back. Let's see what happens. Bring a little tone up. Bring the volume down a little bit and leave the tone where it is. Let's just hear what happens. So, my friends, someone ever tells you that it's only got one pickup, it can't be no good, tell them I'll take one anyway. Because you could do a lot with it, man. These knobs here are for a reason, right? So you got one pickup, big deal, right? You play with the knob, you can get that pickup to sound however you want, right? Even though this thing needs new strings, it still sounds good. I like it. I like it. And yes, I'm planning on leaving these knobs on here. I am going to change this pickup though. And I'm thinking seriously, if I have enough room in that cavity back there. Now these are full-size pots back here. The full and quarter-size pots. I think they're oh, what are those things? What are the epiphone? I think they use alpha pots. If I have the room to comfortably do that, I'm going to put a mini switch, a on, off, on, right along here somewhere. so I can activate this coil or that coil or the whole thing. Guys, wish me luck that this thing has enough room to do this project. The pickup is a Guitar Madness. Yeah, they call it a quarter pounder. It's got the big old slugs in it. It doesn't have any screws on one side. It's all flat slugs like these, but they're big. They're things sitting, I think it's like a 12K or something like that. But it should be plenty warm enough. It should dry that little lamp just fine. But anyway, guys, I just wanted to document the stock sound test with this thing. And I don't have any regrets. I'm glad I got this thing. I'm glad I got it. Well, guys, I want everyone to do me a huge favor. Have a great day. Have a great night wherever you are. Always remember, keep rocking. Make the world a better place, guys. This is Birdman 316. Sayonara.